Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you guys how to cut and sew this trending backless halter neck top with an illusion bra on the inside, and I achieved this style using 2.5 yards of African print fabric. I'll also show you guys how to make the short pants I'm wearing in my next video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. So let's jump right in. So to make this simple halter neck backless top, I made use of 2.5 yards of this beautiful African print fabric, and I have my other sewing tools here. So I'll show you guys how to make the top in this video, and then I'll make another video on how to make the pants. So let's jump right into it. So we're going to start with the front panel of this top, and you're going to be needing about 1.25 yards for it. So I have the fabric wide open, it is not folded. I'm going to pick the lower part of the fabric and then cross it over to meet the upper part this way, creating a triangle. I hope you guys can see. So I'm going to repeat this process so that you don't get confused. So this is my fabric opened, and this is the lower part of the fabric. So I'm going to pick that lower part now. I'm going to pick the edge and then cross it over like this to create a triangle. So go ahead to fold your fabric like this and then make sure all the sides are equal. So after folding, this is what we have. I'm going to tilt the fabric in a way that it's facing me like this. So the first thing you're going to do is to locate your shoulder measurements divided by 2. My shoulder measurement divided by 2 is 8 inches. So I'm going to locate where I have 8 inches on the triangle, and then confirm that you have equal length on both sides. So after confirming, I'll go ahead to connect the 2 points together like this. After doing that, I'll come up by 1.5 inches from that line. This is going to serve as the casing for the rope, and then connect the points together. The next thing I want to do is to mark out the full length of the top. So the full length of my top is 30 inches. Then I'm going to measure what I have from the apex of my fabric to the shoulder line. So I have 12 inches there. So I'm going to add that 12 inches to my 30 inches length, which is going to give me 42 inches. So from the apex of the fabric, I'm going to mark 42 inches all the way around it. So place your tape rule at the apex of the fabric and then mark out the full length of your top. So for mine, it is going to be 42 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and mark 42 inches all around it like this. So make sure your tape rule is fixed at the apex of your fabric while you're marking the full length so that you can get a perfect circle. So after marking, go ahead to connect the points together as you can see in the video. So connect the points together like this to create a curve. So after marking, you should have something that looks like this. So before we go ahead to cut it out, I'll come over to this line I marked and just come up by half of an inch on both sides to create a curve like this so that it doesn't appear sharp when I cut it. So the next thing we want to do now is to cut this out. So after cutting out, this is what we have. So I'm going to be using this um front panel now to cut out the back. So the first thing you want to do is to determine how low you want the back to be. So for mine, I don't want it too low, so I'm going to come down by 10 inches. So I will fold in this allowance at the top. I'll fold in this allowance. Make sure you don't take the measurements with the allowance because you're still going to fold it in. So I'll come down by 10 inches on the open side of my fabric and then just notch it. So I'll take the same 10 inches on the other side and then connect the 2 points together this way. So this is me just trying to confirm that I have equal length on both sides. So for the back panel, you're still going to fold your fabric exactly the same way you folded the front. So from the lower part, go ahead to cross the fabric over to create a triangle like this. And then now I'll place my front panel on it. I'll place my front panel, making sure all the 4 sides are equal. as you can see. So I'm going to use my chalk to mark that 10 inches point on the back panel fabric as well. I'll mark it on both sides, and then I'll fold in this part of my front. So the back panel is going to start from this 10 inches mark. I hope you guys understand. That is what is going to create the backlace effect. So after marking, I'll go ahead to connect the points together on the back panel fabric this way, and then I'll come up by 1.5 inches again. This is going to serve as the elastic casing. After doing that, I'll go ahead now to pin the front panel on the back panel fabric like this. And then I'll proceed to cut it out. So I'll separate the front panel from the back panel and then go ahead to cut it out at the top. So this is where the back panel will start from to give that backlace effect. So after cutting out, I'm going to go ahead and open it up. So the first thing we want to do is to fold in the elastic casing. So that 1.5 inches that we added at the top, we're going to go ahead and fold it in. Fold half an inch first and then fold 1 inch. Then go ahead to run a straight stitch all the way down to the other side. So I'll take it to my sewing machine now and run a straight stitch all the way down. When I'm done with that, I'll show you guys. So guys, after folding in, this is what it looks like. The next thing I want to do is to insert the elastic band. So I'll be using this 1/2 inch elastic band. To get the length of elastic band you need, divide your waist measurement by 4. So mine is 9 inches. And then I'll pass it through my pin and then into the channel like this. So when this elastic gets to the edge, I'll use my pin to secure it so that it doesn't run into the channel. And then I'll continue passing it through. So after passing through the channel, I'll take it to the sewing machine and stitch down the elastic on both edges. I'll stitch here and stitch there and show you guys. So after stitching down the elastic, this is what it looks like. I also went ahead to finish up the base of the back panel. So let's go ahead now to work on the front panel. So the front panel is going to have an illusion bra to make it easy to wear. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that now. So from the upper part of my fabric, I'm going to come down by 6 inches. And then depending on the height of the illusion bra, you can use between 8 inches or 9 inches. For mine, I used 8 inches. So I'll go ahead now to notch those 2 points. So that's the place where the illusion bra is going to sit. So I'll notch the points. So let's work on the illusion bra. I have a fabric cut out and it's in a fold of 2. I folded the fabric using my bust measurement divided by 4, which is 10.5 inches, and I added 3 extra inches to it to give me 13.5. So on a fold, I have 13.5 inches of fabric. So I'll go ahead to open it up this way, and the height of the fabric is 10 inches. I'll use 1 inch for the upper elastic casing and 1 inch for the lower elastic casing. So go ahead to create the elastic casing by folding in twice like this and stitching all the way down. After creating the casing, I'm going ahead to cut out my elastic band, and the length of the elastic band is my bust measurement divided by 4, which is 10.5 inches. So I'll go ahead to pass it in through the channel this way. So I'm going to repeat the same process on the lower part and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So after passing the elastic through the channels and stitching on both sides, this is what we have. So this is going to serve as an illusion bra when you wear your top or your dress. So I'll go ahead to open it up now, and then those notched points. So I forgot to notch the upper part, which is the 6 inches mark. I'll go ahead to notch it out now, and then I'll open it up this way. So on the wrong side of the front panel, I'm going to go ahead and pin this illusion bra now to the notched points. As you can see, I'll pin at the 6 inches point and I'll pin at the 8 inches mark. I'll go ahead to pull it over to the other side and then pin it down like this. So after pinning down, I'll take it to the sewing machine now and stitch it on both sides all the way down. So when I'm done with that, I will show you guys. So after stitching, this is what we have. So this is going to serve as an illusion bra, which is going to make the clothes more comfortable for you when you wear it. So the next thing I'm going to do is to fold in the rope casing at the top. I'm going to go ahead and fold it in twice and stitch it all the way down. You can decide to skip this for now because I ended up losing the stitch when I wanted to fold in the sides. So I also went ahead to finish up the base of the front panel, as you can see. The next thing we want to do now is to join the front and the back panels together. So to finish up this curved edge, you're going to first of all take in half an inch and stitch all the way down, and then fold in another half an inch and stitch all the way down. That is the only way it will not appear rough. If you try to fold the two together, it is going to appear rough at some point. So I'm going to get my back panel now and then place it right sides facing the front panel this way. So I'm going to start pinning from the base all the way up, as you can see. And then I'll pin the other side as well. So after pinning down, I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and use 1 inch to join it all the way down. I'll repeat the same thing for the other side. So after joining, I'm going to go ahead and fold the front panel now towards the wrong side. So I had to loosen the upper part again, just like I explained earlier. So make sure you have folded this part before you fold in the rope casing. So I had to loosen mine, as you can see. So I'll fold the front panel towards the wrong side this way. Just what I'm doing. Go ahead to fold it towards the wrong side and then stitch it down. I'll repeat the same thing for the other side. I'll fold it in towards the wrong side and stitch it down. So when I'm done with that, I'll show you guys. So guys, after I was done doing all of that, this is what we have. I also went ahead to now close up my rope casing again, as you can see. So the last and final thing to do is to pass in the rope, and I'll be using my pin just like I did earlier with the elastic band. So I'll pass the pin with my rope through the channel this way till it comes out from the other side. And then when you wear your top, this rope goes around your neck and then you tie it at the back. So this is basically all on how to make this simple backless dress with an illusion bra. So in my next video, I'm going to show you guys how to cut out the baggy short with elastic waistband. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel.